How was it with the creamer?
Dude, it's so good.
Okay. I'm glad.
You said you got it from Pete's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this.
It's one of like the Khalifa Farms ones.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna need this. I'm probably gonna go buy it tomorrow. Cause I use like a
Like a syrup?
what's the creamer? No, I use a fuck. What is it, like French vanilla?
Oh.
Is that what it's called? It's like a very popular creamer. What's the flavor? Is it French vanilla?
French vanilla, the flavor, or
Yeah.
or what brand?
No, the flavor. Peapod.
Oh, okay.
You know what else I put in there? A little bit of evaporated milk.
Oh, like the thin one, right?
Yeah, like
Oh.
the red can.
Dang.
It
Sounds
dude,
good.
It does so
I do
much
have a
for it.
can.
Nah, that's fine. That's good.
Get it?
This is fine. On Saturday, I went out with a couple coworkers after our
Oh,
shift.
you hang out with your
And
coworkers?
it was someone's birthday, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go hang out with you guys. So we went to a bar, but they had already met up. Like, these guys left late from work, so they had already started drinking at someone's house. But I had gone home because I had to make ice cream. So I was like, I'll just meet you guys up later. So they were already drinking. By the time I got to the bar, I didn't know how much they had drank by that point, but I'm guessing they were already like drinking. And so one of my coworkers was just like, his man was quiet, just chilling there. This man was going through it. He was having a hard time. And
He was really drunk?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, when you're like, when you're like drunk and you're just like trying to hold on because everything's spinning and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, you feel yourself about to throw up. He was going through it, and I didn't know he was going through it. So he was gone for a while in the bathroom, and apparently this man went to go throw up. And I'm like, fuck, like, I didn't know you guys were drinking that much already. And
Well, everyone else seemed fine?
they were chilling, yeah, they were fine. Because he doesn't drink that much, I guess.
Okay.
So they were chilling, and then this man eventually went to the car to go chill. So I took him to the car, and I turned around to look at my car to see if, like, it's fine, it hasn't been towed or anything. And all I hear is like a fountain. This guy was throwing up.
Oh.
But he was like so silent. All you hear is just a throw up hitting the floor. And it's just like
No.
it's like a straight like fountain. And I was like, oh my god, this man's like letting it all out. And so he lets it all out. He gets back into the car. He's chilling in there for like another 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I go back inside, and they're like, all right, we're gonna go check on him. So I go with another one of my coworkers to go check on him. And my coworker beat me out there. He's like looking in the car. He's like, I don't see him. Like, where is he at? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, he's in there. And so he's like, he gets out his phone, turns the flashlight, and points at the car. And he pointed at the car, and he turns on the flashlight. This man is just chilling, sitting upright like this. Like, his eyes are like in and out like that. And he's just staring at the back of the seat. And I thought it was hilarious because I would expect him to be like laying down, like trying to fall asleep or something.
Right.
But no, this man was just like straight up just fighting.
Just
He was
fighting
fighting
it.
for his life.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sube el volumen.
Hautbox.
Tiene algo enorme para ti.
Si te ofrecen droga, te van a decir que se siente bien padre, que te vas a reír.
Those times suck so bad. Like if you're in the back of the Uber or whatever, and you're like, I'm just trying to make the car ride.
That's how I felt
The
with you guys.
restraint.
So I was like, yeah, no, we all gotta put over. It's not happening right now.
No, but I didn't expect it because you were just chilling in the back. Next thing you knew, like you had the urge. It just came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Aw, pobrecito. But he was good?
He was good. Yeah, because I asked him today, I was like, how are you feeling or whatever. And he's like, I'm good. He's like, someone ate my burger though, because he slept over my other coworker's house, and because he took his burger home with him that he got at the bar. And he's like, yeah, I woke up and it was gone.
What if he ate it himself? He just doesn't remember.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That's funny.
I got a small update. Remember how like last week we were talking about how how we were as kids? Mm-hmm. So I asked my mom, like, how was I at 5?
forgot.
How was I at 10? And she was telling me that I've always been very reserved away from the other kids and always into like technology and shit. That's like all I've ever been into. Was just I wanted to play my little game, not talk to anybody else, and just like mind my business.
Dude, I was the exact same way. Like I wouldn't really fuck with everyone else. Like, okay, it'd be me, and dude, like I would love being on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love it. Like everyone knew that like the computer was mostly my thing. So they would just let me like be on it,
Yeah,
right?
same.
And yeah, damn. Did you hear that? I cracked my
I miss it every single
sternum.
time.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We have to get like really close. Did I tell you? So like when I went home and for like Thanksgiving, I was working and I was working on the couch. And then every single time I like came up, I would always like crack the back of my neck. And then the next day I woke up sore from like the back of my neck. And I was scared because, you can get like nerve damage and stuff because
From cracking your neck?
well, no, but like the soreness made me feel like, oh my gosh, like what if something's like fucked up? And it's my spine, so I don't want it to be scary. So yeah, I was like, let's not do that again. Because I would just do it just to do it because it felt good.
I think my tailbone is fucked up. Like, anytime I sit.
You have a tail. Have you ever seen
Low-key.
someone like be born with a tail? That's wild.
That's lucky, low key. I want one.
What the? Anyways. You hit your tailbone?
I don't know if I ever like damaged it or anything, but anytime I sit like this for a long period of time, like on my tailbone, it's such a pain to get up. It's a huge pain.
Damn.
So I'm not sure if that's like a tailbone issue or just like, I don't know, like a stretching issue.
Damn, dude. We're like older now that like we have to start stretching and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do it when I remember. You know what I mean?
Which is how often?
Like a couple times a week.
Okay.
But I mean, we go to the gym, so we're stretching all our limbs.
That alone helps a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't stretch at all, to be honest. Yeah, I know it's really bad.
You know what? So like my mom at her job, she works at a factory, right? And she works, I believe, standing up. And she's just doing like hand motions all the time, like all day. So she works that like overnight shift where she gets out at like 1, 2 a.m. So in between her breaks and stuff, she says that there's this like older man that's been working there for a while, and he stretches with the rest of the ladies that work that shift. And it's just a bunch of like older like señoras and señores and stuff. And my mom is something, she comes home and she shows us, she's like, oh yeah, like this is what we did like for stretches the other day. And then she would like show us, and they're like all standing in line doing all these
do those
stretches.
too, but we do the same stretches at work.
Really?
Yeah, the same exact one.
And I told my mom, like, that is so cute. Oh, you guys do them too.
We're supposed to do them, but no one really does them. It's called bale water. It's so ugly. Like, you have to reach down because it's like the motion of picking up a package. You reach down and throw over your shoulder. Reach down, throw over your
Oh.
shoulder. Yeah.
And you don't do them?
I mean, I don't really have to.
See, you're gonna have a bad fucking back later on.
Dude,
You're gonna wish.
You know what I do have that I want to change is like a slouching issue.
I feel you.
It's so bad, especially when I'm driving. My neck fucking sticks out like this. I'm like, oh my, it's so ugly. Like I'm editing sometimes. I'm like, oh, what the fuck sits like that? Oh my god.
You're funny. But yeah, dude, this chair does not help either. It has like this indent right here. And I'm always like this. I don't like it. We're gonna have to change chairs. We're gonna switch.
I like this one.
That one's nice. It's like low.
So there is something I actually do want to talk about.
You sound so serious.
A little bit. A little bit. So last week, you were asking me about like the tea break and everything, right? Dude, the first 3 days, fucking hell. It was
Damn.
fucking bad. And before I talk about what I'm gonna talk about, I want to start off by saying that not in how do I say this? In no way do I blame weed. I blame my inability to process my emotions in a healthy way. So
And that's why you're taking the tea break.
that's why I'm taking a tea break. I realized that I was so busy working that I was using weed and work to cover up the feelings that I've been trying to dismiss. So because there's been a couple transitions in my life. One, the breakup. So I've been trying to transition from being in a relationship to being single, and then the work schedule. It's like just being this is but the fourth quarter is definitely my busiest quarter of the year, and so just this has been a really tough transition, and so I've been using weed to kind of like give me that little boost, that little like lift in the day, and just
Yeah.
help me get through it. But that's kind of like where I was fucking up, and so I was just avoiding a lot of feelings and emotions, and I haven't been able to really just like sit down with myself. And I do sit down with myself. I was on my phone trying to cover up, just trying to like keep my mind busy. I couldn't even like sit in silence. I had to have music playing, something to keep me just like focused, I guess. And so the tea break, the third day is when I really started to feel it. I was like, dude, something's
Damn.
wrong. I was like, something's really wrong because I feel very irritated, heavy hearted. Like I was super emotional. Everything was just like getting to me, and I'm just like, this is not right. And so one day I just came home, I showered, and dude, I cried for like 5 minutes, just
Straight
straight, like so much. I don't even know what it
pent
was.
up
A lot,
emotions.
a lot. And I realized that, like I said, I was just not facing the emotions, I guess, like of the breakup because I was just covering up everything with work and not having that person to like talk to about stuff because I also haven't been able to go to therapy because therapy sessions are every Saturday. But since I've been working Saturdays, I can't go, and so I haven't really been able to just like de-stress and like talk about the stuff that's been going on and like get someone else's opinion. So basically, I realized that one, spending all this time working and basically just working. I've gotten very lonely because I haven't been able to talk to anybody about what's been going on, and like that was very, I guess like
Isolating.
very isolating because I was like, nah, like there's nothing to talk about because only I know what's going on and only I can process it, but it definitely does help to like talk to somebody about this shit, even if it's just like someone listening. And then not being able to just sit down with myself and because I definitely have people around me, but I feel like I don't have people to talk to about this stuff. One, because I don't like dumping that stuff on people unless they ask. But like I said, I usually during this past 2 months, if someone were to ask, I would just say I'm doing fine. Like I'm good. I was just avoiding it. So that was one thing. And then like I said, like not being able to like like I texted you. What did I text you? When all that happened about 2 months ago, I was like, dude, I lost my best friend. Like that's who I talked to about everything. That's the person who reminded me to like take a break. And I was like being very hard on myself. I feel like I wasn't doing enough. Even like the podcast and like all this stuff, still feel like I'm not doing enough. But I felt like I'm spreading myself way too thin. And just now, I'm trying to like take it a little bit slower because I am taking on the ice cream project.
Yeah.
And so that's a whole nother like 3 days of the week that I have to focus on something else. But that's why the highs were getting bad. Like I couldn't smoke and I couldn't take those edibles without like freezing up. I don't even think people. I'm not sure if people can notice it on the podcast. But when I smoked on the podcast for those past 2 months, like I don't know if you could tell, but it's just like a different. I'm not here. I'm not sure if you're able to tell like those days compared to other days where like we're genuinely here. Like you
And
could
like
feel
you're
that I'm here.
engaging
Do you,
enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the difference? So it's
I feel you.
definitely a lot of those days. And I felt like I wasn't even here being able to give you quality time and like give you that engaging conversation that you deserve. But this tea break, dude, is definitely helping. Like I said, those first 3 days, fucking hell.
Dude, yeah, I just like I know that you know this, but you know that like I'm here for you, right? So even if you were going through those hard times, I have always been like, well, I want to help Jason be where he wants to be at. Do you know what I mean? So like if you're going through a rough time right now and the pod is getting slow or whatever, like I just know that you need your time. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to be at your full potential. So I'm here for you.
I
That's what I'm
appreciate it.
saying.
Thank you. But I guess like I wanted to talk about this specifically because I feel like it's important to be clear because you and I started this with the intention of being transparent. And I felt like I wasn't being transparent because I still had time to process what I was going through. But last week when we were talking about tweaking off the edibles, I couldn't even speak about why I was tweaking off the edibles because of like all the stuff that I've been going through because I wasn't able to process it. But I don't think it's healthy to cover up what I was trying to go through using weed because I already have an addictive personality. And so knowing that I do that and then use like weed, it's just
It's
very
like a
unhealthy.
self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing something that I enjoy and now I'm like not even enjoying it anymore. You know? And so I definitely don't want it to become something that I don't enjoy anymore. Don't get me wrong, I'm like looking forward to New Year's and like smoking that joint, but right now I'm chilling.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
I was on the TikTok earlier, and a lot of people were pressing me about a meet and greet. A lot of them. So,
For when? January? What were we gonna do it?
well, whenever we hit the 100
That's January.
by January, I don't
Yeah.
think so. I was thinking like March.
The 100K? No, it's January.
Damn. But I did say that I did want to do one between like spring and like summer
Oh, for the meetup.
for the meetup. Yeah, because it's cold out here. I want it to be relatively warm. You know.
Or so I was telling Angel, I was like, Angel, you gotta come through like in February. Because we were talking about the Maria's concert in February.
February's still way cold.
That's what I was telling her. I'm like, it's fucking
freezing.
freezing in February. It's ugly.
Yeah.
But I'm down, Loki. He said he's not down though.
Damn. He's gonna need the puffer jacket.
But he really wants us to go out there though, to LA. I told him I'm trying to make 3 stops. I'm trying to go to LA, Houston, and Seattle in a week.
What the fuck? You're gonna be zooming by or something?
Yeah.
Damn, would you go by car?
No,
You wanna
fuck that.
drive?
No, I want to fly.
Oh.
That's too much driving.
Damn, the road trip you wanted.
I need more than a week.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll do like a month.
You're gonna catch flights.
Yeah.
A jet setter. Wait, have you been to Puerto Rico? Oh, okay. So like I think it was yesterday. Someone asked like, oh, if we've ever been to Puerto Rico, some shit like that. And I was like, I think Jason has. And then I tweaked myself out and I was like, no, he hasn't. But now I know.
Yeah, I was there for damn near a week.
Damn.
It's a good time. I love Puerto Rico. I would go again. It's expensive though. It's very
Damn.
expensive. Yeah. You know what's scary? The ocean.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I was in the water, and I'm just like, dude, at any point.
Do like sharks really come over
That's
here?
what I'm saying. A wave. Imagine a wave pops up, and you see a fucking shark in the wave.
You're done. Let's chill. Let's chill.
How have you been though? What have you been doing to fill your time?
Well, I've been working. I'm trying to make some moves right now because next year I don't want to be working where I'm working at now. So I'm trying to get something better. You know? I'm building the resume, if you will. The
Okay.
portfolio. So that's what I'm doing right now. Which I'm really excited about. What was I gonna say? Also, I have been wanting to do more guests on the pod. So I've also been trying to reach out to some people that everyone would like to hear from. So I'm hyped.
So I guess now that you said that you're trying to like work on, is that your plan for 2022? To like just build up your resume?
Build up my portfolio. I feel like I'm finally at the place where I can do that because I have enough. Does that make sense?
Of your own work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like professional work. that I can show.
So that's the plan for the next 5 years because you just turned 24.
I'm going to turn 25. Yeah.
So what's 25 to 30 looking for you then?
25 to 30.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm trying to get on that 30 under 30.
Damn. Let's do it.
We'll see.
No, you said it. We got to do it now.
Damn. Okay,
Fuck.
bet. And I'm
That's
trying to have my
exciting.
TED Talk between
Wow.
now and then. Yeah. I don't think it's that hard. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think it's that
Because
hard.
they have you know how they have like TEDx and then like TED Talks?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two? Do you know?
I think the TEDx ones are just they're more like through the community. Does that make sense? Because they have one
More
in
niche?
Wrigleyville. Yeah, and then they have one for UIUC or for UIC or whatever. So
But
I
you
think it's
want
more
the
like
TED
local
Talk.
people. I just want a fucking any TED Talk. As long as I have one, whether it be on like the TEDx or TED Talk,
That's sick.
one of them.
Wow. I'm excited for you, dude. 25 to 30 is gonna.
I'm gonna be hype. I'm gonna be mid to late 30s.
Dude, I'm excited for 30s. Genuinely,
The
I'm
dirty
really excited.
30s. Mm-hmm.
Because at that point,
We're not even at our peak yet.
That's what I'm
At least I don't
saying.
think I am.
no, definitely not.
Just wait on it. Just wait.
Because by 30, you definitely have more money by then. You know,
I would hope so.
you have a lot more. I hope I have a lot more free time. Like by 30,
Mm.
bro, I want to be chilling. Like I want to be able to take my time in my mornings, get my day ready. I hate my mornings that are rushed. Fucking
Yeah.
hate it. That's why I really enjoy Sunday mornings. I get to just wake up, take my time, shower, make breakfast, like no rush at all.
Like I was telling, we were just talking about this right now before you got here, on how like I'm trying to be out. Like I've realized now because I said like between 20 and 30, obviously 10 years, but like between 20 and 24, which is now, I feel like I've gained consciousness, you know? So those 4 years, 4 years, like eyes were closed, you know? So I kind of wasted those. And now I only have like between now and 30 to do stuff, you know? I'm young for one, and then there's so much opportunity out there. So I
Is
want to
there
do a lot.
anyone you want to specifically work with from between 25 and 30? And it could be anybody, anything. I guess like any company, whatever you want.
Damn.
It could be anything.
Low key, I would want to go to Vans and their marketing team, their brand team, their creative team. I would want to do that at
Dude,
some
that would be a
point.
cool. Like,
I
full
honestly, I
circle
don't think
moment.
it would be that hard. I think I could do it, but I just want to do it to say I did it. But that would be like one company that I would want to work between now and then. What about you?
I really like Kith, like
Ooh,
Ronnie
that would be
Feig.
cool.
I want to work with Ronnie Feig. Also, Mary H.K. Choi. Remember the one interview I
Yeah.
sent you? I want to work with her. She's cool.
Where's she at right now? Or you don't know?
New York, I believe,
Okay.
or L.A. One of
But
those
is she
two.
like, who's she with?
Fuck.
Or she
I
has
don't
her own
know.
thing?
I think she has her own thing because she's an author, so she has her own income from all that. She might just be writing books from now on.
Damn.
So she just might be on her own.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm not
You're gonna
exactly
write
sure.
a book?
I would love to write a book one day.
Damn. That'd be pretty cool.
I want a documentary
About what?
about
Yourself?
myself. Yeah.
Do it right now.
Like, did
Good
you
i-
watch the Kid Cudi documentary on Amazon?
No, I didn't.
So he's
Is it
like,
good?
that's cool. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd like something like that.
What was I gonna say? Oh, that you have to be taking more like pictures and videos and shit.
That's something I've been thinking about recently. I was like, I don't have enough pictures of myself or video, like any video.
Yeah, like I feel like this year was the first year that I documented a lot of stuff for me. So I'm
What do
excited.
you mean? Like off the pod?
Like off the pod, yeah. Like pictures of me, videos of me, you know, for like someday. We got more stuff. So it's good to look back on.
Yeah.
What if I have nieces? They want to see how cool as fuck I was. What the fuck? Dude, how sick would it be to have like nieces or nephews and like they look up to you? Oh my god, stop. That makes me want to cry.
The cool aunt, that's sick.
Yeah. Damn, I'm really going to be fighting my other sisters for like who gets to be the cool aunt. You will too. Or like your nephew's like, I want to be like my Uncle Jason. Oh, stop.
I had a friend who already told me something like that. She was like, "Oh, you're like the cool uncle that just does a lot of stuff." I'm like, "Thank you."
I like that. I like that.
Someone gave me a really good compliment. What the fuck was it?
About what?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. They gave me a really good compliment about.
Are you manifesting anything for this next year for your resolutions?
I want to hire somebody.
That'd be cool.
Like I personally want to hire somebody for the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to touch that shit. By this point next year, I want someone to just take care of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I low key want an assistant. I don't need an assistant, but I want one. Because by this point next year, I know I'm going to be a lot more busier.
Yeah.
And so just to have an extra hand with just little shit, honestly, that'd be cool. But I want to be able to pay someone well. So
Yeah.
that's what I need to work on for this year. This year is making a lot more money.
Yeah.
So
Same. That's why I'm trying to build up this portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I get one decent job, I'm good. I'm moving this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah. But I'm excited. I think it'll be a good year for both of us and for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I saw a tweet that said damn, no one's talking about 2022 is gonna be my year. They're like, damn, y'all nervous.
I was gonna ask, for church for Christmas, would you go a lot growing up?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, our family was we were Christmas, church going. We only went to church for Christmas, Easter.
Damn, you're one of those.
What else? Yeah, only Christmas and Easter. For
Not-
a while, we were going every Sunday, but then it turned to Christmas and Easter, and then not anymore.
Damn.
How about you guys?
We would go every single year, every Sunday, and then every major holiday. Anyways, we don't do that anymore. But when we did, for Christmas, did you guys kiss the baby Jesus?
Mm-mm.
You guys didn't? Mm-mm. They would do that at our church.
Like when you came up for the fucking
hostia?
yeah.
No, but on Christmas at the end of the mass, they would have the niño arrollado, and then everyone would come in line, and then they would kiss the baby Jesus, and then you got a little candy.
No,
No,
we didn't do that.
Damn,
I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest with you.
I don't know I feel like every church I've been to has done it like that. Who knows?
You guys went to a lot of churches? Cause we went to one church and that was
we had a couple when see, and this is what was so annoying about it. Growing up, we would never escape church on a Sunday. Church on a Sunday would be so boring. So when we would have to go visit my family in Elgin on a Sunday, I'd be like, we're lit, we're up. We're not going to church because we're going to be visiting. No, they had a church out there that we would go to regularly. And any time that we would be out of town, we would have a church wherever we're going to that we knew had a mass and the times. So we always went. I know. I know, it was so bad. Anyways, we've always kissed the baby Jesus. And I wonder if last year we didn't go, but this year I'm wondering if they're going to have people doing that for Christmas because it's COVID and shit.
Yeah, they
We're all
probably
kissing on
wouldn't.
this little statue and shit. But no, for real. And I think they probably still will do that.
Is this something you want to continue doing for yourself?
Going to church? No. don't really care to go to church. I think I only do it now because of my family. Because, like, if they want to go to church, we'll be like, fine. But, like, if they're not there, I'm not going to go.
Oh, so when you go visit them for the weekend, you go with them.
If they go. But they don't really go anymore either, so. Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because my parents stopped going too. Like, you think they did that shit for us?
Probably because we stopped going with them. And they're like, fine. But I know my mom still goes with, like, my grandma. You know? I think it's more for her, though. My mom thinks my grandma needs, like, serious saving. I'll be dead ass.
Why?
Because, like, my grandma, like, she's always, like, mad. Like, she's mad at like, I understand she's very old. She's, like, 90. And she's just, like, a really angry, like, person, right? And she's always saying, like, oh, no, like, I'm mad at God because my grandpa died. But that was, like, hella long ago. And I'm not saying, like, get over it, sis. But, like, I get it's tough. But she's, like, really, really mad. Like, she has this, like, anger that she's like, no, like, he's never done anything for me, whatever.
Aww.
So, yeah, my mom was like, you can't think that way, like, blah, blah, blah. And she tries to, like, take her so she can, like, I don't know, process her emotions or something. But, no.
I'm trying to look at it in the viewpoint of your grandma, because your grandma was probably ingrained with that religion of, like, God is going to help me do this, God's going to do this for
Yeah.
me. And then when you look at your life and you're like, he didn't really do anything for me, there's no one else to be mad at but God. You know?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's really
It
tough.
is tough. And it's, like, sad to see my mom have to, like, struggle with that because she's like, I don't want my mom to be this, like, angry person.
Yeah.
And since she grew up also being religious, she feels like the only way she can help my grandma is by, like, trying to get her close to the church, you know? But it's just a mess.
What do you think your grandma's going through right now?
My grandma?
Yeah, because she's kind of getting close to the age where she's going to pass. And
Well, she has Alzheimer's. And I think she wants to go. She like does not want to live anymore.
So I guess, like, what I'm thinking is your grandma's getting closer to pass, and she's mad with God.
Yeah.
You think there's some sort of, I don't know, she's starting to, like, not really believe in God, or she still believes in God, but, like, what's gonna come afterwards? Is that now that she's upset with him? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't think she's thinking that far ahead.
No?
I don't think she's thinking deeply about anything.
I think she is, dude.
I don't. She probably is. She just doesn't, and I don't think ever will know how to process any of it. You know, so I'm sure she's sad and she's angry and in pain, but she probably cannot express it in any other way. And I've accepted that that's just who she is, you know?
Yeah.
And I think my mom is still, because it's her mom, is holding on to the thought that, like, you know, I hope she softens up or something, but I don't think she will. But my grandma always says, like, she's like, I'm ready to go. She's like, I don't want to be here anymore. And she gets a little bit sick every now and then. And she was like, oh, thank God.
Oh.
Thank God, because it's almost my time to go. And I'm like, oh, my God. But she's just there. She's comfortable, you know? So we're all just kind of trying to give her love. You know what I mean? Every time that I call my mom and she's there, I say hi. She doesn't remember who I am, but I asked her if she ate, and she says yeah. So for the most part, I think she's just fine the way she is.
How's it on you?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care for her.
You weren't close with her growing up.
I wasn't close with her. If she passes, I will be sad, you know?
Yeah, because it's a loss. It's your
Yeah.
family.
But she's my only, like, last living grandparent, so it's gonna be a little hit, right? But like, I wasn't really close to her, and I know how she was with my mom, so I'm just like, I don't care now at the age that I am to try to form a relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because her Alzheimer's is it's already like deep.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah,
if you were
so-
to try to form that relationship, it still wouldn't really grow.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not stressing it. I just want to be there for my mom. You know?
What does your grandma still talk about? Like now that it's kind of settled in.
She says a lot of stuff like over and over again. So the stuff that she talks about is like my grandpa and how they had his body like in the living room because like funerals and stuff get held in their houses, at least back then, when my grandma was with my grandpa. Lo tendieron in the living room, and she always talks about that. She's like, oh my gosh, you remember when? And then she would tell me, and I'm like, no, I wasn't there. But she says stuff like that. And then what else? She talks about like the rest of her kids and stuff. So like my aunts and my uncles and stuff. And no lie, like they don't really fuck with her. I think I've explained that before. But they don't really fuck with her. So she's always talking about like, oh, why don't they come visit me or like this and that. And I'm like, maybe because you're a little bogus to them. But she does ask about them. But yeah, that's kind of it.
When I was in Guatemala visiting my grandma, she was on Sunday. I had asked her like, "Why aren't you in church?" And she's like, "I don't need to go to that shit." She's like, "You see all the people who go there? Fake." She said they're
No,
fake. She's like,
for
"Church starts at
real.
home." I was like, "Okay, I see. We're on the same
My
page."
mom says that all the time.
It's true, dude. It's very true. You don't need to go to the actual physical building to have faith.
Dude,
know?
you know how old I was when my mom would like literally teach us how to rezar el rosario. Bro, we would do one like every weekend. She had little books for us and stuff, and she's like, today's gonna be this. And I'm like, bro.
Dang, your parents were deep into
Dude, I'm
it.
telling you. Oh my God. Like, I feel like you still don't understand like the depth.
No, I mean, I
of
think I'm
this was
still,
it.
yeah, I'm definitely still finding out how deep.
But,
Because
yeah.
I didn't know that was that deep.
Yeah, we would pray that shit all the time.
Wow.
So when like Christmas came along, my mom would be with that one mom that's like, "Mija si sabe," and then she would make me fucking
no.
do it, and I'd be like, "Bro, now I have to pay attention." It was popped. No, but yeah, I think it was a lot easier also because the people that I would be like in church with, they'd be around my same age. So we would be friends with the kids. We'd go to school with them too.
You're a church kid.
I was. I don't know how many other ways I have to say that I definitely was.
It's just funny to me. Cause like
Honestly, like I feel like I came out pretty normal.
you did, like you are a very normal person.
That's what I'm saying. Some people are not.
I think it's like the Christians, dude. No shade, low key.
Damn.
Like the Christians, like some of them, I don't know.
Wild shit. I have gotten to meet some people, like coworkers and like colleagues and stuff that had grown up in like a Christian high school or like a shit like that, and I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. It's just like you just know, like it's just something about them.
There's one thing about having faith, and then another thing about damning people who don't have the same faith as you. That's like where my line is at.
Right.
That's what makes you a weird person. Is like you start to damn other people to hell because they don't necessarily believe in the shit that you believe in.
Right.
What the fuck? I don't know. That shit to me, that's weird.
Okay. No, I feel you. The whole thing is just really fucking weird. Like once I realized, like, bro, we all come in here and like we chant things out loud with other people. Like, this is fucking scary. And I would try to tell my parents that, and they get so mad. Like even until now, my mom gets sent los sobres de donación, so they get sent to the house, and you put in a donation. And I opened it. I'm like, what the fuck are they asking for money for? She's like, oh, it's like the monthly thing or whatever. And I was like, I hope you're not sending them the money. And she was like, no, not anymore. But she would. Like the dues or whatever. And you're supposed to give like 10% of your 10% of like your living wage. And I'm like, what the hell? No, thank you. And I remember like arguing with my parents, like, don't send them money. Like, why would you donate to them? Like, you're wasting money. They'd be so pissed. They don't like it when I tell them.
But low-key, I was that kid that at church, when the basket came around, I did want to put $1 in there. I felt cool. I was like, Mom, give me $1. You know? Just so I could put the
She just
dollar
gave
in
you
there.
$1. That's so funny. Did you ever have to help?
Hell no. Hell no. Nope. I
Stop.
refused.
Fuck, no, it was the worst. So it was like really embarrassing. So I would never want to get there to church too early because they pick out people to help like when you get there early. And
Oh, don't tell me you're the kid holding the cup.
no, those are different. No, you have to like go to special classes and shit to be, you have to be like chosen to be a monaguillo.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah. And no, I was never on that shit. No, but like holding the money basket and shit like that. So every now and then they would have like kids do it. So they would have the kids do the basket. So they would pick out all these kids, and I never wanted to do it. She was so ugly, and sometimes they would catch me. Just sucked.
Oh, your parents are probably so proud of you.
Yeah. And then like I'm over here fucking up, like missing a whole row.
You're hitting someone's head.
No, for real. We are going to get into some Discord questions. I did not vet these, so we're just going to go with it. I'm going to skip this first one. Actually, no, I won't. Excuse me. Have you guys ever tried smoking teas, like the lavender joints?
I've never tried.
A girl blunt?
Mm-mm.
No.
I've never tried.
Me neither. I think I have once, and I mean, I didn't really feel it or anything like that.
It was the full thing was like lavender? Or
No,
was
it was
that...
like weed and like lavender and stuff, but I don't know what I was supposed to be feeling. I feel like I just smoked some leaves. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe it was Reggie lavender. Next question. What's a moment you remember where everything was going super well and then something happened in a quick moment and tore down the whole rest of your day? I would say the mac and cheese.
Damn, that was really big for you, huh?
That was traumatizing for me. Yeah. That thing like happened and everything just went. Mm-hmm.
Probably for me, because this was early in the day. The first time someone hit me in the car that I got,
shit.
my new car.
Damn, Pop.
The first accident, because that was like 8, 9 in the morning. And the rest of the day, I was just pressed. That shit's because through the process of going through insurance and shit, it's so annoying.
I feel you. Next question. Do you have any holiday traditions? What traditions do you plan on doing with your family when you start one?
For us, the tradition was always, well, specifically Christmas, because it's this time. We would just get away with family, and then again, we open the presents up at midnight. I like that because there's always a party, and then you have something to look forward to. So I think that'd be cool to pass down. I like not Secret Santa, but I like White Elephant. That's something that I want to definitely pass down too. But we never did it, but the family that I did get to do it in, it was a good time.
Oh,
So
that's
something
cool.
I want to pass down.
We're actually doing Secret Santa with my family, like my parents and my sisters. So
What'd you get?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just kidding. No, but they didn't understand the concept because my sister's getting married next year, and we all want to save some money up, whatever. So we decided like, okay, we're not going to do presents for everyone. We're all just going to have one person. So it makes it easier for everyone, whatever. And I was trying to tell my parents and they weren't grasping the concept. And I'm like, just do it and don't tell each other. Because I know like they'll fucking tell each other, even if one got the other, whatever. And No, yeah, I was like, don't show each other. Like, just get something that you think that other person will like. And we put like a $50 limit.
That's not bad. $50 is
Yeah.
a really good price range.
So we did that. So we're excited. If it works out, maybe it'll be a tradition. Let's see. But I would say that. And my family and I, we always put the tree up.
We haven't done a
Together.
tree in a couple years. Yeah, it's been a couple years. My mom, I always remember, to me, Santa was always black. Because my mom had a little black Santa. And so I always thought Santa was black. And then
No
in the
way.
TVs and and movies and shit, I'd always see white Santa. And I'm like, this isn't what I grew up with.
Dang, where'd she get it at?
I have no idea.
You know they
dude.
sell them at like Marshalls. There's a lot of them,
I believe it. I
or like
believe it.
TJ Maxx or whatever. Like their selection is really big, which I think is really cool. You know,
My mom has like a bunch of little weird shit. Like she has a Buddha for some reason. Like she's always
Oh.
had this Buddha. That and like the black Santa, just like little objects that I don't expect her to have, but she has them.
you know what I think is fucked though, because now that you say that, since like growing up in the church and stuff, Jesus was always like white to me, and it's like fuck. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention was like, do you guys ever watch The Passion of the Christ? Not the Mel Gibson version. Every single year we would watch that because it would be on like Univision or whatever. We would play it all day.
Yeah, now that you mention it, we watched it too.
Yeah,
That gruesome ass movie, dude.
for real. It's
We're
like,
fucking 12 watching that shit.
that show was funny. No, but like the sub-dubbed version in Spanish is terrible. Terrible. But yeah, like dude, Jesus was always white.
You know something else? Mummies. Like anytime they try to make like an updated version of what a mummy would look like, they would make them a white person.
Yeah. Nah.
White people, dude.
You really think white people knew how to fucking mummify? Hell no. People had to teach them how to bathe. That's ugly. Ew, de veras. Okay. Sorry. I'm about to go on a tangent right now. Next question. Do you guys follow a routine to maintain healthy hair? I like this question. You know why? Because I just started. I just started to do that. Like I got a haircut.
I was gonna say your hair looks a little bit more voluptuous. Is that a word?
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Yeah. Because I'm doing like these no heat curls and shit like that. I just don't want to use heat in my hair at all. And it's very frizzy. So I want to like know how to keep that down. I would say that.
For the longest, I struggled with dandruff. This is an issue I've had for years, since like high school, dude. And so I finally have the right shampoo and conditioner that I get every single time from now on. So basically, what I do: shampoo every other day, but condition every day, and that's it. Now I'm finally happy with the health of my hair, I guess.
Nice.
That's about it.
We'd love to see it. Let's see. Did you guys smoke in high school? And if so, did you guys smoke more then or now?
I did not smoke in high school.
I did smoke in high school, but I definitely smoke a whole lot more now because it's more accessible. You know what I mean? Like in high school, I mean, there was like one or two kids that would like sell weed, and you were really like friends with them. So, unless you were friends with the plug, in that case, that's kind of cool. But no, it's definitely more accessible now. Angel, this question is from Angel. What would you guys call this phase in your life if it were a chapter in a book? I would call this my evil phase.
Your evil phase.
Yeah.
Why?
This is my evil phase. I'm tired of being regular. I'm ready to be evil.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
This is like my self-discovery phase, like stepping out of my comfort zone, becoming myself, figuring out what it is that I like, don't like, blossoming, I guess.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Let's see. Next question. How do you deal with the transition from being a child at family functions to being an adult? I'm slowly hating the holidays because I'm so different now and I still get treated the same. This is something that I didn't know other people went through. Because I've always felt that way. Now that I'm an adult, remember when I told you that I was going to Mexico and like no one would talk to me like they would my parents? They would be like, "Oh, like not you." You know? And I'd be like, "What are you?" Like I'm not a child anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
they still did that.
yes, they still do that. And that was like last time I went. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I definitely still sit at the kids' table, even though the kids are all over 20. You know what I mean? So they always group us together. And I personally have always loved talking to adults. Like
Yeah.
when my parents and stuff, we would go visit people. Like I would love talking to like my tios, my tias, all that shit. So when I would want to chime in, they'd be like, they wouldn't try to engage with me, but I'm like, bro, like, I'm old enough. I swear.
I was definitely that kid too. I loved hanging out with the adults. There's just like so much cheese man going on, you know what I mean? Like it's so
Right.
interesting. But
Feels you.
same. I would get my little 2 minutes of talking in, but then nobody would acknowledge it. I'm like, okay. I'll just like hear them.
Or a lot of the times, like they would laugh. Like they would just laugh at what I'm saying, even if the thing I said was not funny. Mm-hmm. And that's when I knew, like, fuck you.
Dude, even when it comes to like loteria, they would never count my shit.
Damn.
Never, bro. I would
bogus.
win like 5 times. Nope.
Hella bogus. But honestly, I still like even now, I think my family's like starting to like realize and stuff. So they're like, okay, they can have certain like conversations with me
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's pretty much that. This one is from Angel again, but this one is for Jason specifically. He asked, so the decision to move out, I know Jackie has brought it up and talks about the struggle and the beauty of having her own space. But have you revisited the idea yet? Is something / someone holding you back, or are you genuinely not interested? Because the idea of moving out has been on my mind, but money aside, I don't know how it would affect the relationship I have with my family since we're all pretty close.
Dude, this moving out has always been an end of year goal for me for the past 4 years. Like I'm always like, okay, this is the year that I move out. This is the year that I move out. And then I realized, well, a couple things. One, financially, I feel like I'm in too much debt at the moment, and I'm in a really lucky place where my parents are allowing me to be home and focus on paying down that debt so that when I do get the chance to move out, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm lucky enough to have that support from them. But on the other hand, I want my own space, you know? And it's not that I don't have space at home. Like, I have my own privacy. I have damn near 2 rooms to myself. And my whole family, they do their own thing. Like, I'm upstairs. I don't really get bothered. So, like, that's not an issue for me. I guess, like, an issue would be moving out and being, like, homesick because, like, I'm used to certain things. Even little things like my mom cooking. Maria on live yesterday, she left a comment. She was like, just hearing your mom say like "ya comiste." I'm like, oh my god, like I know that's gonna be something I'm gonna miss. And me being so busy, I appreciate having that food there because sometimes I do forget to eat, and that's a reminder. Like, okay,
Dude,
sit down for 10 minutes and enjoy some
nothing
food.
sucks more than when you're here, you're doing all this shit, and then you look over and you're like, fuck, it's been like 7 hours and I haven't cooked a single thing. That's where you
See,
gotta eat
that's
like
what
the
I'm
toasted
saying.
bread
Oh.
and the banana. It sucks. Like, it sucks knowing that, like, fuck, I have to cook every single day for me to live.
Excuse me. And she's like, that's something that I know is gonna be a hard transition, like going into that. I don't know. I don't think anything's holding me back except financially, and even then, if I were to move out this instant, I would be fine. I would struggle a little bit, but I'd adapt eventually. I think it's just see, like Angel put it really well. He was like, I feel like I'm gonna miss something. He's like, either my mom's gonna get sick, someone's gonna get hurt. He's like, my mom could, I think, get into a car accident tomorrow and like pass away, and like, then what? You know, I feel like something's gonna, I don't know, something might happen, and then I'm just not there to see it. I'm not sure if that's like what's holding me back. If anything, I'm just holding myself back. So I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I definitely do want to move out, but when I'm ready. Because mentally, I feel like if I moved out 4 years ago, I would have been fucked. Definitely would have been fucked. Because now I'm able to process what I'm going to go through. Because I'm going to go through like that homesickness. I'm going to go through. What you tell me? Like, what do you want? What did you go through?
Honestly, I moved out like really young. Oh,
Right.
like if you would consider 18 young.
18, right? That's
Yeah.
super young.
So I think it was easier for me to adapt to everything. But I will say, and this is not to discourage you or anything, but that feeling of like guilt or like homesickness, like I still have that.
That guilt. I think that's like what I was trying to say.
Yeah, it's like this guilt of not like being with them anymore. And I still have that. And I know that I'm going to have that for a very long time, you know? And I think I've just kind of, I accept the fact that I'm not going to be there for everything as much as I would want to be. And then I also have to remind myself that I have to live my own life. You know, like I want to do good by them, but I can't do that unless I take care of myself first.
Yep.
And I know that all they want is to see me succeed, right? So as long as I'm taking care of myself, I know that that's amazing for them. So I would say like that, like, I don't know, like the feeling of responsibility like weighs you heavy. And I think you get adapted pretty quick to that though. Like how do I say this? 1 second you're chilling because you're with your parents, and like the next you're by yourself and it's like survival. So I feel like even now, like what I feel and what I've felt since I was 18, I know that I have my parents and stuff, but I'm on survival mode since then. So,
As it lessened.
no, it's always there because I'm like, fuck, like I have to look out for myself, like out here. So, it's always that.
That's what Angel was saying yesterday. He was saying that it's kind of like disrespectful to not take care of yourself and like go out and live your own life because your parents sacrificed so much for you to do that. And you're just too focused on them and not on yourself. And like
Right.
that's not what they would want.
It's
They
like
want you to go.
counterproductive.
Right. They want you to go and live your own life.
Yeah.
Because that's what they worked their ass off for.
Exactly.
So, but definitely that guilt. Because I feel guilt now. Imagine if I were to leave. Because my dad's getting older. This man loves to climb ladders and shit. Like, what if he falls or something? And like, because I'm usually the one he's asked to like go help him hold the ladder or something.
Dude, tell me why my dad always asks me to like go and do stuff with him. I'm like, bro, like, why me? But he knows that if he were to ask my sisters, they would be like, no. Like, they would just say no. I'm like, "Ah, how are you guys going to say no to my dad? So he knows I'm always down.
Yeah. If I say no, it's because I truly cannot. Like, I'm busy or something. But if I'm free, like, yeah, fuck it, I'll help you.
But you know what? The thing, like, oh, my dad. Every single time that I've said no, he's like, okay, like, go inside. Oh, and I'm like, oh, stop. See, now I feel bad and now I have to do it. But yeah.
Yeah. I guess the short answer is I don't think anything or anyone is holding me back except for myself. But I do know that at the moment, when I do want to move out, I'm completely supported because I'm getting ready to move out. I feel like myself transitioning to that time.
But I will say, you will always feel like you're not ready. You just have to do it.
The thing is, like I need 2 bedrooms. Like I need 2 bedrooms. The thing is, money wise, it is gonna be a little pricey because I need those 2 bedrooms for my little workspace and my own personal bedroom. I just need the space. You know, I can't do it with anything less than that. I'm sure I can, but like I really
Dude.
do not want to.
No, I feel you because like back then, and I was like, dude, I want my own space, like this and that. And I had this like mapped out where I was like, I'm gonna have a spot, 2 bedrooms, this and that. It just wasn't happening for me. And I was like, you know what? I would rather make anything work I was gonna get like the little studio or whatever. And you know what? I planned on having no bed. I only planned on having like a couch and stuff. I was like, if I have to sleep on a couch every single day for
You will.
years, I will in order to like be where I want to be at. You know what I mean? So luckily I found that other spot that had like a little bit of more room. But I was like, damn, that's why this for me is like so big. I'm just like, what?
You guys did a really good job finding this space right here.
That was
You
crazy,
guys did a really
huh?
good job.
I'm manifesting this for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I also feel like financially, dude, this is the first year in like 5 years that I feel like I'm in a place financially where I'm able to buy people presents. You know what I mean? Like the last 5 years, I have not been able to buy people presents, and like I love giving gifts, and like now I'm able to do that and give the gifts that I want to give, like not limit myself. You know what I mean?
The gifts that you feel they deserve.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
So I'm
like
excited.
like Jade, she was like, I already got you a gift. I was like, damn, already? Oh my god. And I was like telling my boyfriend, I was like, she got me a gift, and he was like, you guys get each other gifts every year. And I'm like, damn, you're right though. But I'm like, still like the fact that she still thought of giving me a gift. I love good friends. They're so nice. Okay, next question. Is it easy for you to trust people? Yes or no, and why?
I talked to someone about this recently. I start everyone on a scale from 1 to 10 on a 5. So no matter who you are, I'll start you off on a 5. And then depending on your actions towards me, it goes up or down. My trust for you.
Interesting.
It's a lot easier to go up than down. Or a lot easier to go up than down. For me not to trust you, you have like I have to be able to see your intentions. You know
Is
what I
it
mean?
bogus for me to feel like mine goes from like 0 up?
No, it's not bogus at all.
Like I feel like I don't trust anyone.
Well, probably for good
then-
reason.
Yeah, and then like as I get to like know them and talk to them, like that's when it like builds and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm very like untrustworthy.
Why?
I don't know. You know why? I actually just had this conversation because my family has ingrained, at least my parents have, like they've ingrained into my brain, my sisters, that like family is the only thing that you can 100% trust. That is it. Like everyone else, like snakes, you know? So that's been really hard, like a really hard transition now that like I'm getting older and I want friends and stuff. And I'm like, damn, like you have to trust people, you know? So I feel like I have a small circle, but I have a strong circle.
So I'm gonna get back to that because same, but I think this is like somewhere in 5th grade. I either read something. I'm pretty sure I read something that said that you trust people every single day without knowing it. You trust that the person next to you driving is not gonna hit you. You trust that the person on the bus behind you is not gonna stab you. You trust that, like, you know what I mean. There's small amounts of trust everywhere. And I think that's where I just feel like I trust people evenly. And then once once you start talking to them, then it definitely builds up. But my dad's always told us the same thing, like, oh, you can only trust your family, like only family. But then like they don't talk to their family and shit. You know what I mean? Like there's like
Okay.
snakes within the family. So I'm like, that's not true. I don't believe in that at all. Because I don't know. I trust my friends 100%. So I get you.
So this next question says, have you thought about doing anything fun in the coming months? Like when the weather goes, or like when the weather isn't so gloomy?
So this is like outdoor activities, then, right?
I guess like any activity. Or like something you want to pick up on.
Yeah, there's 2 things I actually want to start doing. One of them is playing the keys.
Oh, I
And-
knew it. Oh, we were just talking about this on the live earlier.
So playing the keys, and the second one is glass blowing. I want to take a couple classes.
Ooh, that would be fun. I really hope next year. Oh my gosh. So like I've been passing every now and then like that first ascent place. And you know what I always think about? Us talking about going like bouldering. Like rock climbing and shit like that. Like that
Yeah.
indoor shit. I think that'd be really cool.
You should do it, dude. That'd be raw.
We should do it.
Oh,
And then we'll put GoPros on our foreheads. Okay, next question. A store you can't stand going into or shopping in.
it used to be Kohl's and Marshalls because my mom would drag us to Kohl's and Marshalls, and we tell her every time like, "Why'd you bring us? Like, we don't want to be here." And she's like, "You know what? You guys complain so much. The next time I'm gonna bring you." And like we're like, "Good. Like we don't want to come anyways." But now, dude, I appreciate
being
Kohl's.
in
You have to
there.
have a Kohl's card. TJ Marshall, you find so much good shit
You're
there.
so funny. We actually just went to the mall the other day, like this past weekend. And it was like, it's been a minute since I've been to a mall, right? And we went to the Oakbrook Center. So it was a little
Okay,
bougie.
okay.
It was a little, you know why? Because I wanted to find jeans. People are saying the Abercrombie ones are like really decent.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't find any, but they're pretty good. They're solid.
Okay.
But one that I can't stand going in to, I would say like Victoria's Secret, but like their pink section. I always didn't like it. It was like really bright and there was always a lot of people, so I was like, ugh.
Oh, you know,
And like the clothes aren't even like cute. Like it's very high school to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you
To
gonna
me,
say?
it's like the perfume department at like Macy's or some shit. It's so overwhelming. I can't stand that.
Like those fragrance stores or whatever. Ooh. Let's see. Next question. What phrase do you wish people would stop using?
Okay, I'm not sure if you ever heard this before, but people were really trying to make fetch like that's so fetch. Do you remember this? I hated that shit. That shit was so ugly to me.
Like they
people
were for real trying to
yeah, they were trying to make it a thing, and I was not about it at all.
That's ugly.
It just doesn't
It
catch
doesn't roll
on.
off the tongue. You know what's one that like I always hated? Oh my god! Like even when it came out, was like the damn Daniel thing. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was so annoying. Like that was such a cringe time. Not cool. Let's see. Next question. When was the last time you tried something for the first time?
For me, it would have had to been flying the plane. That was like the first, obviously the first time. Like the last time I did something extremely new like that. Like my first time ever doing something like that. Yeah.
I don't really know.
What like the last learning curve you had? What was that?
My last learning curve.
Would you say what were you doing with the rubber and the stamps?
Oh, the printmaking?
Yeah.
No, that was like a while ago. Probably something for like work, I think. You know why? Because a lot of the times, like the way I try to move up is so like the job that I got, I didn't lie, but they asked me if I knew like XYZ, and I said yeah. And a bitch did not know. Like whatsoever. And I said yeah, and then they like told me to do certain shit, and I was like, fuck, but I got you. Like I'll come back to you in 3 hours. And I got to
Because you're gonna learn that shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say stuff like that.
Programs in general, like computer programs, like
Yeah.
whether it's like Adobe and all the suites
Yeah.
and shit. Let me reset this shit real quick.
Second to last question. I actually really like this one. Since both of you are bilingual, what language is your internal monologue in? Mine's definitely split down the middle.
Really? Wow.
Like,
Is it ever like for one situation? Is it ever Spanish and the other situation is like English?
Yeah, I would say like whole situations are usually like fully or like not. Sometimes I'm like in there speaking Spanglish in my brain, and I'm like, this makes sense, but I would say it's split down the middle.
No, mine's just English. Except if I'm talking to my parents, obviously, but that's about it.
I would say a lot of the times when I use my like internal monologue like in Spanish is when I'm watching TV. So like I watch a lot of shows in Spanish. So when I watch them, it's like all like going through in my brain in Spanish. Last question. How was your experience apartment hunting? Any tips or things you've learned along the way while looking for a new place? Damn. I'm not gonna lie, apartment hunting like sucks. Like it really does. Cause you know that like you yourself have to do it. And it's like, fuck. And it sucks because then you have to go see these places. So like you always have to like schedule things and whatever. And it's just like so much work. But
Give us these tips, dude. I need some too.
okay. I would say like, well, if you're here in Chicago, like, does it matter like whether you have parking because you have a car? So you have to like look into like their parking thing because obviously some people won't. And then sometimes if they do have a spot, they'll charge you like $200 a month. So yes, bro, I'm telling you. Like here, I'm pretty sure that's what they charge here.
You got me fucked
And like
up.
the shit is not even covered. It's on the side of the building. So like you're not even gonna get it my card covered, so it's a lot. So I'd say like parking you have to like be aware of because if you don't want to drive, you have to have like a train by you or anything like that, a bus. And then what else? Proximity to like your job. So like you're gonna have to look in different areas and stuff. And then oh, like a big thing that you have to like ask if there's like in-unit laundry. Nothing sucks more than having like no in-unit laundry. And then they're like, oh no, you're gonna have to go to like a laundromat. Fuck.
See, that's a luxury I'm not ready to give up. Is in-unit laundry.
You're gonna have to wash your clothes in the bathtub like I do.
Oh shit.
Damn, it's like that bitch was like far. It wasn't far, but like it was a walk. In the winter, fuck, dude. So much. And then what else?
Is there anything that you can't do without?
In an apartment?
Like, what's something you absolutely need in an apartment?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not picky. Like I'm not picky at all as long as I have like the necessary amenities, I'm good.
And what are those necessary amenities?
Like as long as the toilet and the shower are working and then my sink is decent. Like I've lived in some like shitholes up until now. So I'm just grateful. I'll take anything, honestly.
Good questions today. I like the questions.
Those were decent. Are you up now with your coffee?
I don't know if I'm up. I definitely feel like jittery, low key.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I put 3 scoops in that bitch. Low key.
Damn, what the fuck? What would you tell me now? Okay.
Yeah, because I gotta be awake for like 3 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah, but
Dude, I'm gonna go to the bar after this.
ew.
Dude, Angel on the live was like, dude, you went out on Sunday. And I was like, that was Sunday though. It's like days later right now.
Well, I guess end of episode announcements. We still have stickers available, but they are selling out quickly. It's only the 9th of December right now, the day we're recording today. So they will only be available until the 30th, the 31st. So, and after that, they won't be back ever.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh, we have to check the reviews for
We got a couple.
the giveaway, right? There was a couple, but like
I
I'm
think-
excited that only like one of these people will get the sweater because there was so little of them. You know what I mean? So you guys are in luck.
We're only reading the ones from Thursday, right? The ones that
Yeah.
say Thursday on there.
I thought the ones that included the Saturday.
Well, Friday and Saturday too. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So this one is from Asia. I see her on the Instagram all the time. She's cute. She's cute. This is for Thursday. She says, original and relatable. This podcast makes me feel like I'm right there having a conversation with Jackie and Jason. The podcast as a whole feels natural and keeps me entertained every day at work. Love listening to you guys evolve and touch on topics that hit home. Keep being your authentic selves. Thank you.
I'm glad that she said evolve. Like, I'm glad people could see that there's been growth over the past year.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Dude, that's why I always say, like, I feel like everyone grows with us. You know, like I'm growing up with everyone. They're like good to see. It's cool. It's cool. All right. Next review is from Andrea. Obsessed. After months of trying to find a podcast that I could relate to / enjoy, I found Hautbox. I love both Jason and Jackie's perspective and outlook on life. Their relatability, drive, and perspective is what made me stay as a listener. They're never afraid to be open and honest, which is genuinely my favorite thing. 10 out of 10. I'm putting everyone on this podcast. Thank you. Next one is from Chelly. Amazing. Listening to Jackie and Jason feels like I'm hanging out with my cousins, just talking about life. Every episode is super relatable and engaging, from family chisme to personal issues like imposter syndrome. I love this podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, second to last says, fave podcast ever. This one is from Atsiri. Shout out to TikTok because this is my new favorite podcast. I can't express enough how nice it is to listen to two other Hispanic stoners and be able to relate in so many ways. Truly feels like I'm there having a conversation with them. Currently catching up on all the old episodes, and I'm really excited to see what Jason and Jackie bring in 2022.
Ew. Just catching up on the old ones.
Not the old ones.
Not the blue wall days.
Stop. But we're super excited. 2022, I think, is going to be a really cool, very fun year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great year.
We're going to be up. All right. Last one says, love you guys. I listen to you guys every Thursday. You guys are awesome. Every episode I've listened to, I can relate. It's like I know you guys. I definitely want to hang out and smoke with you guys.
Hopefully one day.
Dude, a challenge is to smoke with every single person in the Discord.
That's
Damn.
We gotta
That'd
do
be
it.
kind of cool.
We gotta do it.
We're going to have like a list of all the names, and then we're going to like check everyone off. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be raw.
Oh, you know what someone was saying in the live? That there's like this, I wonder if it was a podcast that they were talking about. They have like a wall of pictures of like them with their listeners or some shit like that.
Oh, I like that.
I think that'd be really cool.
Like
You
it
know
a
what I
lot.
said? If we had a photo album and like we kept a bunch of like pictures with everyone. And then I said scrapbook because I love scrapbooking. That'd be kind of cute.
Do you have scrapbooks hanging around that you've made?
I think I have two, but I don't know if they're here at my parents' house.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty cool.
I want to check them out.
Definitely do. All right, guys. Well, do you want to talk about how we're going to have a fun little guest going on for Christmas? Just a tease a little bit.
Are we gonna talk about like who it is, or
We
just
don't
like
have to
the
talk about
fact
who
that?
it is. We're just going to have one.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna have a guest for the week of Christmas week, right?
Yep,
So
Christmas
that's
week.
the 23rd, 24th.
I believe it's I don't know.
One of those days, we're gonna have a guest. We'll keep you guys updated and more information like who it is and all that stuff. We're also gonna open up questions again for that person. So I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys want to make sure to insert questions for the guest or just any of the episodes, join the Discord that we have. We have it in our descriptions, our links in our bio and stuff. So go join in there. We're about 400 people in, and
Dude, what the
I know. Everyone's super nice. Everyone is super welcoming, and it's a cool spot to meet other people like us.
crazy.
Dude, we're always in there. We're always talking with everyone that's in there, they send us stuff, and we just fuck around on there.
Dude, it's
honestly.
literally like a big ass group chat. It's crazy.
Everyone like knows each other.
Yeah.
And my goal is to hopefully have those people on Discord meet each other. I think that would be so cool.
That
So
would
if you
be
guys want to
cool.
meet people just like us, just like you guys, please join the Discord. But yeah, thank you guys.